bit, but it's always that nagging feeling of there's something more here. And yet once you start to accept that, it's the opposite of a big deal or a bad thing. It's like, oh, what was the problem here? The process. Square away to where you are, however good or bad it feels to you, however you're feeling right now, just square away to it. As soon as you do, once you're really present at that level, then the next level immediately begins to shine through. The next sense of something finer begins to happen. And the ability to just let that happen, because as it dissolves, it's dissolving into the next level. But if you understand that this is happening, at that magic moment when everything's starting to dissolve, instead of fighting with it, you just recognize that's the next level, next finer dimension of awareness, starting to say things to you that you hadn't noticed before, just like that back corner when they pulled on you. But it was substantive connecting. We couldn't move your body when you did it. Okay, substantive connecting. So that, and I would just call it unifying mind and body, in that place where that we can't affect you the same way. You're in a different state of power because you're balancing yin and yang. But the idea that you might show up in the next potential argument with your partner or business associates or whomever, and all of a sudden, instead of being in a little bit of a constricted and defensive aggressive modality, you just come in a little bit more positive and just fluid, strong and fluid at the same time. So in a certain sense you're even more confident or positive or something, and your experience just starts to show that level of how much better you work with people, how much less friction seems to show up. But it's always that nagging feeling of there's something more here. And yet once you start to accept that, it's the opposite of a big deal or a bad thing.